In the book of Proverbs, we find a profound insight into the relationship between human behavior and divine scrutiny. The verses state, "For the ways of man are before the eyes of the Lord, and he pondereth all his goings." This assertion encapsulates the idea that nothing escapes the gaze of the Almighty. The imagery of God observing our paths suggests an intimate awareness of our choices, actions, and ultimately, our moral character. It invites us to reflect on the implications of living under such divine observation. The phrase, "He pondereth all his goings," implies a thoughtful deliberation on God's part regarding our lives. It is not merely an oversight but an active engagement with our decisions. This can be both comforting and daunting. For the believer, it serves as a reminder of God's presence and guidance, urging us to align our actions with divine principles. Conversely, for those who stray from righteousness, it serves as a warning. The subsequent verse, "His own iniquities shall take the wicked himself, and he shall be holden with the cords of his sins," illustrates the consequences of a life lived in disregard of this divine scrutiny. Here, the metaphor of being holden with the cords of his sins paints a vivid picture of entrapment. Sin, rather than being a mere act, becomes a binding force that ensnares the individual. The wicked, in their pursuit of fleeting pleasures or selfish desires, often overlook the long-term ramifications of their actions. The scripture emphasizes that it is their own iniquities that ensnare them, suggesting that moral decay is self-inflicted. The cords symbolize the inescapable grip of sin, highlighting how choices can lead to destructive patterns that ultimately lead to one's downfall. The final verse, "He shall die without instruction, and in the greatness of his folly he shall go astray," serves as a sobering conclusion. The absence of instruction implies a failure to seek wisdom, a conscious choice to ignore the guidance available through scripture and community. This neglect leads to a tragic end, where the individual, blinded by folly, wanders further from the path of righteousness. It underscores the importance of wisdom and learning in the journey of life. Without these, one is prone to make foolish decisions that can lead to spiritual and moral demise. In summary, these verses from Proverbs encapsulate a profound truth about human existence. Our actions are not hidden from God, and the consequences of our choices shape our destiny. The divine gaze is both a source of comfort and a call to accountability. The warning against the snares of sin is clear. It is a reminder that our decisions can either lead us toward wisdom and fulfillment or bind us in chains of our own making. Thus, we are encouraged to seek instruction and embrace the wisdom offered by the scriptures, for in doing so, we align our lives with a higher purpose, escaping the folly that leads us astray.